Hello, and welcome to the first in a series of 3 webinars about toilet training. Today we'll be talking about the things you might want to consider before taking the step of toilet training your child. We will be discussing 3 main points. Firstly, why now? Choosing the right time for toilet training. Secondly, readiness. How to know when your child is ready for toilet training. And lastly, what can you do to prepare you and your child for toilet training?
There are lots of things that may guide your decision about whether now is the right time to toilet train your child. These might be that due to family circumstances or care arrangements, you may need your child to be toilet trained. Or your child might be showing signs that they are ready, and there'll be more on this to follow. Or you may have concerns that your child is at an age where they should be ready. We'll discuss this a little more also. So how do you know if your child is ready?
Understanding when your child is showing the signs that they are ready to toilet train will set both you and your child up for success. But how do you know when they're showing these signs, and what are they? These could be being aware of the physical urge to urinate or defecate and or discomfort when their nappy is soiled. An ability to communicate this urge. This could be verbally or through physical or through facial cues. An ability to hold it for a short period to get to a potty or toilet. An interest when you or others use the toilet. Or they may be starting to be able to pull up their own clothes. Some children may be ready to toilet train from around 18 months, while others may be closer to 3 or older. So it's important to think about your own child rather than have expectations based on others. It is also important to consider if you and your family are ready. If there are about to be big changes in your child's life, such as moving house, a new baby, transitioning from a cot to a bed, or ditching the dummy, it may be better to wait on toilet training so your child is not overwhelmed with change. So, what will you need?
Each child and family has different needs, and so will have different needs when it comes to toileting. There are a range of options available to help with the toilet training process, so thinking about which one will work best for you and your child can help. It can be helpful for your child to feel stable and relaxed when using the toilet. Having a comfortable seat and their feet flat can help achieve this. There are several ways that you can do this. You might like to consider a seat designed to sit inside the toilet. This is sometimes called a toilet training seat. A seat designed to fit inside the toilet with steps attached. A stool or some bricks beneath the toilet for your child's feet, holding them around the waist. Or a potty. Remember, if you choose to use a potty that's separate to the toilet, think about how you will manage when you do go out. Will you take the potty with you, or will you encourage your child to use the toilet while out? Remember to find what works for you. So you don't need to buy expensive equipment, just find something that will help with the process, whether that be buying a special seat or you holding them on the toilet.
There are lots of ways you can introduce toilet training to your child. You might want to read books about going to the toilet. There are lots of books available on toileting. If you're looking for ideas on books, check out the list in the resources section. You may want to watch a video or songs about toileting. You can find lots of these online, so you can find the ones that you think will work best for your child. Or you might want to sing songs about going to the toilet, whether these are songs you know or you make up on your own. It might also help to have your child watch you use the toilet, as this can make it seem more familiar. If you have a boy, it might be helpful to think about whether they will sit or stand to use the toilet before you start. You might want to talk to other members of the family and important people in your child's life, particularly those that your child spends time with when you are not there, to come up with a shared plan on how to best support your child with toilet training. If your child spends time living or staying in more than one house, you may want to think about how they will continue with toilet training while in each home, and then discuss this with those involved in their care. You may find that if your child is toilet training while with you, but this is not continuing when they are in the care of someone else, it may be confusing for them. So having conversations and shared goals can be helpful. Ideally, your child will be able to toilet train in the same or a similar way in each home, but don't worry if this is not possible, because if you are consistent in your approach, your child will learn. It may just take a little more time, and that's okay.
Thank you for tuning into this webinar, and we hope that we've helped you to feel a little bit more prepared for the journey ahead. We hope that you'll join us for part 2 of the series, where we discuss what to expect once toilet training begins.